Alrighty, hello, welcome back. You guys seem to enjoy these, so I might as well make more of them. So, we got a whole ton of jet engines. 8 of them, to be exact. None of these have a compressor on them. We got a turbine in the front, turbine in the back, and then a little turbine at the end. Just because. So this is a standard one, so you got no resistor to anything. This is just for slowing it down afterwards. And we can turn it on. Boom. You see back there is an electric motor. That's what turned it on. You can see RPS limiter. Very nice, very cool. Doesn't really like this one, at least not at higher RPMs. Or RPS, not RPM. It does accept a throttle input of up to 2. Not that that actually does anything. It does use quite a bit of fuel though. Just a touch, you know. Just a little bit. We can turn you way down again. And back here there is a fuel level calculator and also a fuel consumption calculator right there. So this thing is currently using about 0.8 liters per second of fuel. At this RPM, we have throttle override, which overrides the throttle to a value of your choice. And then kill switch, which, well, kills it. And that's where this comes in, because it's slowing her down. And it's about, I think it's about 3, around 3 RPS that it starts to drop in electric, because that electric motor is also attempting to slow it down. I think. Let's see. Oh, maybe it's not. Alright, never mind. It's fine. Kind of surprised. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, no. Infinite electric is not turned on. I need to double check that. So yeah, you see it does take a little bit to finish coming down, because as it slows down, this is drawing less and less and less and less torque. So that's that one. This one, the hand crank. This takes a second. Give it a second. There it goes. You see these ones back here that have just residual, residual RPS in there. So this, I believe they all idle at about 10, maybe 5? I don't remember exactly, we'll see. Looks to be 5 then. 5 RPS is what these can idle at. And of course, kill switch kills it, turns off. And all 3 of these you can see back here are connected up. Turning off the ignition does the exact same thing as the kill switch. The kill switch is just, like, say, you can add something else that can't be affected by, say, the pilot, or the driver, or some random guy walking by, right? Because it overrides everything. So, it's like, crash detection or whatever. It can kill the turbine so it doesn't explode or something. Now, this one is, I think, the exact same, right? No, this one has the generator resistor on it. So this is constantly connected. No clutch here. You can see it's all good. And then you turn it off, and it drops pretty quickly. This one is cool. Okay, this one is really cool. So we can fire it up. Give her a second. Let her rev up to full power. You watch the fuel tank start draining. And then we go boom. You can see the RPS drops off. Whoa, hello leg. But look, flywheel's still spinning. So when you go to turn it back on, she's still running. You can do that so long as this is relatively close to the RPS of the jet. You can see it stores a lot of energy. Bigger flywheel, more energy, restarts at a higher RPS, holds that energy for a longer time. Right? All fun and games. Whatever. I feel like my frame rate just suddenly dropped. That was very strange. This one here, this is a quick stop, basically. So, wheel brakes are able to bring things down to 0 RPS, obviously. And this one's just tiny, right? If you touch it, it launches you. Not really. I wish it did. Anyways, there we go. Turn it off. Boom. If you'll notice, this one here is still revving down. And this one just blows right past it. All the way down to 0. It still takes a little bit, obviously, because its torque gets less and less and less and less. But it goes to 0 eventually. And then this is all just the exact same thing, but with the turbines attached to the front of it. Come on. This one takes a little bit longer because you got to spin up that front intake. There we go. She does get a little loud. So you'll notice this one here really doesn't like to rev down because of the flywheel. Again, that energy conservation takes a lot more effort for it to spin down than if, it wasn't. Alright, that's enough. You can stop now. And yeah, so if we wanted to, say, demonstrate what I was talking about with the flywheels here, we can just grab ourselves some more of them. These are just the modular engine ones, right? But we could put a big old stack of them right here. What is that, 6? 6 of them? Spawn it again. There it is. It looks very, very goofy, but just bear with me here. You can see it takes longer because there's more of them to spin up. It does have some parasitic drain of torque, obviously, because it has to spin them up. But once it spins them up, those hold a lot of energy. You can see the throttle there. It's getting there. Slowly but surely. And of course, as it goes up in RPS, I keep saying RPM, it's RPS, you know, it produces just a little bit more power, which is pretty typical for things. Then we turn it off. And if you'll see, very little change in RPS right here. Taking multiple seconds to go down by 0.1 RPS. So when we turn it back on, it's nearly at 50% of its previous RPS. God damn it. I keep saying RPM. This is going to drive me insane. And turn it off. So this could be very handy if you, say, want to make a flywheel-powered creation. It is a thing you can do, I'm sure. Right, you have like a few giant flywheels, and you spin them up with this jet turbine to really high RPS. And then, here, let's just grab some bigger ones here. We need a 1 to 3. We'll make this interesting. Right, we'll add 2 of those, and then we'll grab the 3 to 5. Then we'll slap on 2 of those. It looks very strange, but if you can imagine it, that holds a lot of energy, a lot of kinetic energy inside of those things. Also means it'll probably take ages for this to power up. So I should probably change, you can probably would have to change it. But it'll get there eventually, probably. Okay, we're gonna respawn that so that I can turn on, or turn off, oh jeez. So I can turn off infinite fuel. And not you, this one. There we go. So let's watch for that tsunami. Wait, do I maybe I want to be inside? Now I think about it. I might want to be inside when the tsunami shows up. Let's keep an eye out for it. Aha! Tsunami spotted. Hold on. Which direction am I facing? Is my character's looking... Okay. So... Tsunami spotted, 10 o'clock. I guess. I don't know. So one of the main things... Whoa. So one of the main things to point out is that not having a jet intake on the front of it makes it waterproof. And you will see that shortly, as soon as the tsunami gets here. There it comes. You can see, it broke. Oh, right, we need to turn off infinite fuel while we're here. And you will notice that, oh, RPS is dropping. Wonder why that is. Is it? It's hard to tell. I think it... Yeah, it's because the air pressure dropped by like 50%. But as you can see, this one, it's not running. It can no longer run because it can no longer produce air pressure because it's broken. As well as the entire rest of the friggin' jet engine. But if you look at these ones, all of these ones, this one that's running, it's perfectly fine. Absolutely destroyed, completely fine. Destroyed, fine. Don't ask me why, don't ask me how. It just works. this part of the demonstration is taking a lot longer than intended. You're not going to see most of the problems that I'm dealing with. Okay. Let's try this one last time. You are at 0. Crank it. Crank it over. Oh, did I turn off infinite fuel? Oh, I did. Alright, that'll take a few minutes. So I will be back once it's spooled up. We're going on another hike. Oh, look at that V8 in there. Hell yeah, proper V, look at that. Twin manifold. Dual exhaust. And we do have to connect some hoses up. Let me up. Climb me up. Climb me up. Contraptions are the best thing ever. Alright, what do you reckon it's at full RPS by now? Let's see. Yeah, I'd say you're at about full RPS. Drop that. There we go. Don't worry about that. Anyways, so you can see we got 142 RPS here. And if we do this, you can see, fires right back up at 100 RPS. You can see this is holding the average between the values it's bumping between. But yeah, I think it's pretty neat. If you can imagine, right, like, attach that to some kind of system of gearboxes and like 4 wheels, and you can make yourself a flywheel bus or something. I mean, probably you could stack quite a few of those. Why are you doing that? Why are you rotating? Yeah, anyways, look at this awesome engine in here. That's a story for another time. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. That's just that little feature there. Of course, there's extra info on each of them inside of, like, on the panels here. You got some info panels. You can read up on everything there is to know about them, at least from my testing. And yeah, that's all there is to it, really. Oh, I miscounted earlier. There's 9 of them, not 8 of them. Don't mind me, I can't count sometimes. Anyways, goodbye.